give you something that I definitely want to get across in this interview so people can understand, because I think this is a dynamic that exists and a situation that exists. But I think I don't want to say afforded, because it's not like afforded, like you have an experience or you go through experiences that some people don't get the full blast of. First off, you're a woman participating in NASCAR, which some closed-minded people would see as a men's club.
Yeah.
All right. Your husband is a black man. All
Yeah.
right. And NASCAR has its undertones for historically with racism. I don't want you to comment on the organization itself because I don't want anybody twisted. But what I am interested in is what brought you to, with like your upbringing and your past and your current, to have the mindset that I wish everybody had, not to judge somebody on color but character, and not to grade somebody's skill according to gender. Like what got into you in order for you to be that type of person, which I salute you for.
That's it. I've never gotten that question before, so thank you. That's a great question.
No problem.
I think it was the confidence that my parents instilled in me, just saying, it doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, where you come from. It matters how you treat people. It matters your work ethic. It matters, what you believe your potential is, and you can do anything you set your mind to. Like, my parents have always instilled that in me. So, for me, like being a kid at 10 years old, I saw my cousins race go-karts. Yeah, they were all boys, but I wanted to race go-karts too because it looked fun. And I think the number one piece of advice I always give to other female drivers is take gender out of the equation, because everyone's going to be, what's it like to be a female driver? You're a female driver. No, you're a driver, and do everything you can do to be the best driver you can be. When you put that helmet on, the car doesn't know what color your skin is. If you have lady parts or man parts, like, it doesn't know. It knows that it's got two hands on the wheel and it wants to go forward, right? And that's the most amazing part about our sport, is men and women can compete at the same level. It doesn't matter your race, your gender, anything. Everyone can compete in NASCAR. Like, NASCAR really is for everyone. And socially, they've had to make a lot of adjustments throughout the last couple of years to make it feel more inclusive. And I was very naive to things like the Confederate flag before, until I was with my husband, and he explained to me that this makes me feel uncomfortable when I see this, and I don't want to go to the racetrack because of it, and this is why it makes me feel uncomfortable. And then so when last year they banned it, it was like, this is awesome. Like, this is like, there's change, and like NASCAR wants to change, and they want it to be inclusive, and this is amazing. And we've seen so much forward progression in our sport, and I absolutely love it, because I want to be proud of the sport I'm in, and I am proud that they're making the right changes. And of course there's still people, as fans, there's still people in the industry itself that don't believe that I should be in the car. There's still people that, when I walk with my husband, look at us like, why are you two together? But it's like, I mean, we grew up in Canada. We've known each other for 15 years. We grew up 5 minutes away from each other. Like, I look at him as my husband, and he looks at me as his wife. There's no, it's just, we don't see it like that. I mean, we grew up in Canada, where every single one of our friends is from somewhere else. It's like the most multicultural place ever. So we didn't really grow up seeing that. And I think that's why I was so naive coming to the South, because I was like, what do you mean? Like, everyone loves everyone. Why would anyone have a problem with this? Like, I was like ignorance is bliss type of thing, like, until I went to the South, and then seeing that, like, racism is a thing. Like, it does happen, because I hadn't seen it in Canada where I grew up, but I also was not with a black man either. So it took being somewhere where racism is a little bit more prevalent, being with Jordan, to really open my eyes and learn and be aware of it all.
Thanks for tuning in and watching another video here at Wolfpack Performance. Check out some of my other content on Formula One issues, our topics, and our DIY products on how to customize your vehicle. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.